So, let's hope for the best.
Yep, and you always expect K2 to show back up and just like absorb all of the new stuff that we made and just add it to all of his wealth of knowledge of the game and just crush both of us.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is that you never know. I mean, oops, that's the wrong thing. K2 has done so much work in this game. I'm gonna pick this just in case like terrible scenario happens, but hopefully it shouldn't. But yeah, K2 actually came up with a lot of the strats that are still going to be used in today's run. Some of them are Yogi's strats, and some of them are my own that I came up with just to... Either they were used in the run, or they are used for safety marathon strats.
Yep,
yeah.
So
You guys see me? I almost picked the Immortal. It's a great game, guys. Great game.
Apologies in advance if I call something by the wrong strat name when like 95% of the strats are probably just K2 strats. So.
Yeah.
But I might make a mistake somewhere and give somebody else credit. But most of the strats are just K2 strats. Let's just remember that.
Yeah.
I think McFly has like 3 strats and I have like 1.
No, I think you had more than that, man. I mean, the thing is there's a lot of times in this game that you can still save time if you go completely 100% all in. But this game has very, very high execution, a lot of small windows to do it, and you only get 3 lives to beat the game. So, all right. Well, I think Yogi's probably going to have to carry me on the commentary a little bit here. I'm going to try to really focus on the game a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's do a countdown. 3, 2... Actually, hold on. Wait, is there something wrong with my screen? What the hell is that? You guys see that? Oh, okay. Yeah, the text was like not white for a second. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. I guess technically time's supposed to start when you gain control, but that's fine.
And here we go into room 1. The important thing to note about this game is that the fireball routing is very important. And there in room 1, he hit that jewel an extra time to give him an extra fireball. You can see the fireballs in the upper right hand corner, and they're just used in order. Whatever is on the left of that bar is the fireball that's up next, and that's a small fireball that will kill 1 enemy, and not much to room 1. Pick up another small fireball here in room 2, and just clean movement there, not bonking any blocks or anything. And the goal of each room is, of course, collect the key, which opens the door, and then you got to get into the door. The story of the game, there's some demons released, and you have to go acquire Solomon's book to seal them up. that's the short of it. Here we go in room 3. Let's set the key, and we release that electrical ball really nicely, and use one of the fireballs on that gargoyle over there. Gets us through here.
Got that jump too.
A nice hallway jump there. That saves like a 0.2 seconds or so. Moving into room 4, another easy room.
I feel like when you say easy, it's like gonna curse it. I'm gonna like, because you got here, man. I've seen it. It can happen.
That's true. You took the. We know about that safe strat now, where you didn't bonk any blocks up there at the top. So.
Yeah, that's true. If you play it that way, it should be really safe.
Here we go. The climb is room 5. A lot of new players struggle on this.
I think I messed up my path here, though. Wait, yeah.
I mean, you can always just block left and right every time. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, we made it. That was a little sketchy,
but we go.
It's all good.
And when you're learning the speedrun for this, you can kind of look at the life total. The life total counts down, and you can kind of see what it's at when you finish the level. I assume McFly will not go for the crazy strat here on room 6, which saves like a second, but causes a lot of resets because it's very precise, and you have to go almost perfectly through the first part. But yeah, we're just gonna block that ghost at the end there and follow this guy, but you can get to the right of this guy and have him chase you. Here we go in entering room 7. Here's the first room that's going to have a warp. This is going to be any %, so warps allowed, and there's going to be a feather at the top that'll warp us forward 6 levels, or I guess it skips 5 rooms. So. going quickly. Like the big strat in this game is if you go fast, usually the pattern is always the same. So if you're not losing a lot of time somewhere, it will always end up kind of the same each time. So that was a pretty nice room 7. We warped forward to room 13. This one can be a little dicey as you have to do this climb at the start. Throws a fireball out there to kill the ghost at the top, and gonna take some.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna just play it a little safe there and wait that guy out. In fact,
yep, he did a nice vertical jump there as a backup, and releasing the orbs here can be tricky as some of them move very fast, and you just kind of gotta watch the fast ones, and as the fast ones are moving down or already at the bottom is when you want to.
Yeah, I can tell these guys are coming, so I'm just gonna let them go. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. That was kind of a
little struggle there, but got through it pretty nicely.
Yeah, I just wanted to play pretty safe on those orbs since I kind of broke that a little weird from the climb being off, so better safe than sorry.
Some nice improvisation going on there, and here we go to room 14. Room 14 is just building a staircase. There's various strats to get by this ghost. Looks like McFly is going to use a 4th strat that I've never seen before.
Yeah, I think I just made that one up, man.
To beat that room, and that one was pretty similar. They're all pretty similar, but you just got to get by the ghost somehow. Moving on to room 15, this one can be tricky as well. Got a quick turnaround to create a block instantly. And we're gonna go up here, drop this dragon, and we gotta go pick up a warp in the bottom right and make a stairway up to the key. And the problem is later, when all of these dragons are pouring out of here, how do we get down quickly?
That one was a little off. I think I got there so fast because of a few corner jumps that I actually wasn't ready for how quick I got there.
Yeah, there's this thing in this game called corner jumps, as McFly says, and you kind of latch onto the corner of a block as you're jumping up to it, and it kind of saves a few frames. So I think you got caught off guard by the timing there, and now we just have to.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just a really safe strat here, just block those guys off. You do have to grab the warp again. Even though you keep the key when you die, you have to grab the warp again if you want to use it.
Yep. And we warp to 21. This room, if you're very clean on your movement at the start, you will save quite a bit of time, like 1.5 seconds, as the heads that are coming down will fall to the left like they did there, and McFly gets 90-20 on the life. That's
90-20 is like, that's like the best time, man.
I think so. I think that's perfect. Over 9,000, anything over 9,000 is good.
Yeah.
Ooh, Fly going for real strats here.
Got it.
Nice. I was not expecting this. I thought McFly was going to play this one safe.
Well, hey, I died in 15, so you know I gotta make up for it.
Here we go. This room is pretty straightforward. We just make a little unintended vertical climb here. I don't think they intended this to be the solution, but we can infinitely climb vertically. And that gets us by those little areas where we can't create blocks on those different tiles there. Moving on. This is going so fast. Here we have a couple different patterns of what can happen here. Looks like the gargoyle will move right at the start, so pretty easy there. You just have to know both of the patterns that can happen in that room, and you're good to go. Moving on to room 30. He's flying through it. This one is a long one. It's pretty tedious. We grab the time at the start to get the life down to 5k. That saves some time at the end when the life counts down. And he picks up a 1-up there. I never knew about that 1-up. And in this room we have to collect these gems just to get them out of the way so that we can create blocks where the gems were. And it's very cycled.
The 1-up is a safety strat just for the marathon. Give us 1 extra life, especially since I died earlier. But it actually does kind of throw off the pattern a little bit, so I had to wait a little bit to kind of figure out where I wanted to be. That's not something you usually pick up. That jump is pretty sick right there in the top right, though.
Yeah, squeeze on in there, no problem. That's pretty tight squeeze right there. Yeah, this room is very cycle based. If you miss a cycle, you can just wait a cycle and then keep going. Moving on to room 31. This is the granddaddy of all rooms. This is the one that people fear in the speedrun, and we hope McFly gets through this okay. If you go for the fastest crazy cycle here, you can. It requires a lot of these little corner jumps, like he's doing here. He's just jumping on the 1 or 2 pixels on each corner, on the very edge of each jump. And looks like we're gonna need. Don't even need a hallway fall there. He avoided that, and it's a nice hallway jump out there. He looks like he's pretty good to go here.
I'm having a hard time on this second part, but it's all right. We can play it safe. Yeah, that room can kill a lot of the runs. Especially if I played at fireball-less, I guess, which I have to use that fireball for a strat that I want to use earlier, so we'll probably use it in this next room just to kind of dump it somewhere.
Yeah.
I was supposed to jump up on that one.
Made it up though. Nice. Yeah, we gotta dump that small fireball somewhere before we...
Yeah, I think I'll probably use it here. There's an extra safety measure we could take here anyway.
So here in 38, we have a little free fall, and this room's pretty fun. And I think we can, yeah, he makes a little safety net there. And nice. He uses the fireball on that ghost.
Yeah, that way I can actually create a block right here, because there is a strat that we want to do to fall through there to get to the left. Yeah. But this way, just in case I miss it, we'll still be fine. Oops, I can't make this corner jump though.
That safety net there makes it so that he doesn't have to do a hallway fall here. Which
I did miss it, but the thing is, I bet I missed it just because like the safety net was there, you know? Like I didn't have the I didn't have to be worried. You know what? I think there's a thing here. Yeah, let's just go and grab that anyway. It's fine. You never know.
I don't think you would have missed it if the safety net was not there.
Yeah, what do they call it? There's a certain term for that, but I forget what it is. Where like when you put the safety net there, you're more likely to do it. To need it.
Go room 39, a couple of blocks at the start, all through the course of this orb, and now we have to do this awkward climb up this shaft over here, but McFly nails it, no problem. And
that was a close
one. Is
pretty
straightforward. Gotta jump over a couple things, grab the warp, and we're out.
Okay, so 45 is where you no longer can use the continue code, so hopefully we don't run into, needing that. I don't think we will. We're doing pretty good so far. But the continue code in this game actually only gets you to this point. Or, not to this point, but to the previous rooms. So once you get here, you really gotta play well if you're trying to beat the game.
Yep, there's a crazy strat here where you can just no-stop run through it, but I don't think McFly will go for it. He'll hide, he'll hide behind the skull here and place the block later. But you can just no-stop that for if you want to reset all of your runs.
This room is pretty hard.
Pretty important room as
nice.
The fireballs are very important. He gets through, and that big fireball is going to clear the way. This room is very slow if you don't have fireballs, and almost impossible if you don't have any fireballs.
If you mess that one up, it's you're really screwed. But yeah, luckily we got through it just fine. That's one of the coolest rooms in the game, in my opinion, for the speedrun.
And McFly is going to do something here. He broke that block to the right there because this will give us a 3-frame window to fall into the hallway, and he missed it, which is fine.
Well, what we're going to do now is, there's actually a death warp strat you can use here if you miss that fall, which I'll just go ahead and do. You can just go this way since we already have the key. But yeah, ideally you'd like to fall to the right there, and then you can just cut into the left on this side, and it's really, really good. But You know, I mean, stuff happens. I'm gonna blame PJ. He told me to have a couple beers before his commentary. You know, I mean, it happens. It happens. My reactions are just a little. No. But anyway, this one's deceiving in my opinion. There's a lot of stuff here that can actually go really wrong, but it kind of looks more simple.
Yeah, there's not a lot of movement. There's just fires.
God. Like, I don't know why I pulled back on that. But that could have been bad.
Yikes. And we have to place a block under that monster spawner so that we can stand on it later. Because you can't jump across the one tile gap. You need a safety net underneath there. But if you've got a ceiling block in the way, and you have to go around one time to get the key. Too bad we can't just jump off of this key into the door. I've always been hoping for a key jump.
Oh man, that would be so sick if we could do something there. You'd save so much time, man. Like, that would seriously just change everything. This is actually a strat that TMR came up with in NES Mania, and then K2 was like, yo, that's pretty good. So,
yep, that was the TMR
found on
inspired
accident. Well, not
level,
on
and here we
accident.
go. Final room, the Room of Solomon. It's a weird room that doesn't have mechanics like any other room in the game, like a switch that you have to push at the end to make another block breakable, which doesn't exist anywhere else in the game. And ooh, McFly is going ham here.
Oh, yeah, that's time. Yo, that was sick.
That was a nice Solomon there.
Yeah, that's pretty much as good as it gets for the Solomon room, doing that fast strat in the bottom right.
Yeah, other than like the double jump at the end with no block.
Yeah. The time, I mean, the time is so, anything under 15 minutes is a good time for this game. The record is 12:39, but there are so many things in this game that will just kill your runs. You can die so easily. You lose time everywhere. So 14:34 for a marathon run. First time I've ever run this game in a marathon. I am really happy with the way that went. Obviously,
really nice
it would have been great to do it deathless, but what can you do? There's only 2 deaths.
Yeah, so, and I'm sure you lose some time from some of those safeties as well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, good stuff.
We need, or maybe, I don't know.
Oh man, so yeah, I hope you guys liked that run. Solomon's Key, this game is underplayed. I always think that this is like, I knew what this game was when I was a kid, and it's on the Switch, it's on Virtual Console, it's on all this stuff. I thought it was a popular game, but like, this game really needs more runs, man. It really does. But
and there's a Game Boy version too.
And there's a Game Boy game called Solomon's Club. That's also very fun. But yeah, this game is great. I love it. Very fun, very challenging. Just fantastic game. So I recommend it to everybody. So with that, we will actually get to do pro wrestling.
Alright, I'm going to leave this one to you as
All right.
I feel that my services are no longer needed.
Well, I really appreciate your services, man. Thank you. I think you did a great job. And I appreciate you covering for me, because I don't think I would have played so well without you talking for most of that. So.
Thank you, man. Nice run, too.